The fact that the blocks are happening, are already 100 kilobytes and they're happening a lot more often than once every 10 minutes. That shows that a lot is already happening on it.
So hold on a second. I said that you liked Bitcoin Cash, and then you told me not to put words in your mouth. But now you're promoting the heck out of it. So
I'm saying that stuff's happening on Bitcoin Cash. So a lot of people think that I'm the one that pumped up the price of Bitcoin Cash. So I didn't sell a single Bitcoin. No, you didn't, but a lot of other people have.
No, I did. I promoted that idea too. Because why wouldn't you?
I haven't. So
you don't have to sell Bitcoin. You could have sold your other altcoins to pump it. You could have sold cash to pump it. I haven't sold a single Bitcoin or altcoin or cash or anything for Bitcoin Cash up until yesterday. And I sold like about a dozen Bitcoins for some Bitcoin Cash because I had them sitting in exchange. I wasn't quite sure what to do with them at the moment. So it definitely wasn't for me. So. Well, I like that. I am happy to see that wasn't you, because I don't like the concept that someone comes along, steals brand awareness, steals literally.
So I'd like to disagree with the word steal here. Okay. So let's talk about it with hash rate. The hash rate belongs to the miners and the owners of that mining equipment, and they're free to do whatever they want with it. They can mine on Bitcoin Legacy. They can mine on Bitcoin Cash. They can, just turn it on to use it to heat their apartment and not mine anything if they want to. That hash rate belongs to them. And if they decide to mine on Bitcoin Cash with it, nobody's stolen anything from anyone at all. So I would like. I
don't really want to use the word steal, but I'm literally just short of words.
Incentivized maybe is a more accurate.
Okay.
Word. Bitcoin Cash is incentivized miners to switch from Bitcoin Segwit to Bitcoin Cash.
So let's talk about the end result of this occurring. How would you feel if someone came up to your Bitcoin.com company and said, you know what, we're going to destroy your company because we don't think you're running it right. I know that you've been here for many, many years, paid dearly to put this up and build the things you have, but we think you're stupid and we're going to destroy your company. But you know what? It's not theft. It's not bad. It's not evil. It's just the free market, because we're going to give you some shares in our new company.
So you're describing exactly what Blockstream has done to Bitcoin. You're describing exactly what Blockstream has done to Bitcoin. We had the Bitcoin white paper from day one that described exactly what what Bitcoin was. It's a chain of digital signatures. And Satoshi said very clearly that the Bitcoin never hits a scaling ceiling. The ultimate solution is to let the blocks get as big as they need to be. And then Blockstream came in and they said, screw that. That's stupid. Bitcoin doesn't need to be a chain of signatures. The block should be 1 megabyte, and have completely changed the roadmap. So you can make an argument that the thing that you were complaining that Bitcoin Cash is doing is exactly what Blockstream has done to Bitcoin. They've completely turned Bitcoin upside down from what was outlined in the original white paper.
So your argument
was described by Satoshi.
So your argument is Blockstream sucks, and because Bitcoin Cash did the same thing, they also suck.
No, I think my argument is that anybody can advocate for whatever they want, and they shouldn't use force or fraud to do it. And so, if Blockstream has been very successful in what they've done, credit to them.
See, you say that, right? You believe that people shouldn't use force, but I think you use force. So when you post,
point out the force to me, please.
I will. So when you post on our Bitcoin, they don't want to hear anything about altcoins, and they consider certain changes to the consensus algorithm of Bitcoin altcoins. And that may be unfair.
When you say they, who is they? The moderators?
Well, the moderators, yeah. I mean,
because the users don't get to decide. Their posts get deleted. When they start posting things about altcoins, the posts get deleted. If the users weren't interested in discussing those altcoins or those other things, they wouldn't be posting on there to begin with. So
I agree.
You have from on high a bunch of people deciding what is allowed to be discussed and what's not.
Yes.
And you can post anything you want that's negative about Bitcoin Cash, and those posts are allowed to stay. But if you post anything that's positive about Bitcoin Cash, those posts will be deleted. So
I agree. So
that's a fair moderation policy over there.
You know what? You might be right. What I want to point out to you is that you are becoming the evil that you hate. You just don't realize it. So you're a moderator on RBTC. You're a moderator on RBTC, right? Have you ever read the website? Have you ever moderated it? Did you go there?
So unlike our Bitcoin, our mod logs are completely open, and you can see every single moderation that I've ever done on our BTC.
Right.
And so it's probably less than a dozen actual actions. And I think probably 10 of the dozen were just me approving posts that had been deleted by the auto moderator of Reddit itself.
Yeah.
So I'm not actively moderating.
My point is that your end result of horrible ecosystem is the same, but the mechanism is different. The reason that the ecosystem
Can you define
sucks,
horrible ecosystem?
Yeah, I'm going to do all this stuff. I know I'm being mean, so I'm going to say like exactly why I believe what I believe. Our Bitcoin is considered overly censored because of the reasons that you've described, and I'm willing to grant you those things. I don't like our Bitcoin, and I don't like it because of the over moderation. I don't like it because most of the participants suck. I don't enjoy engaging in conversation with the majority of people that I find there. I find Twitter to be a much more interesting, much more intelligent conversation, full of people that actually run businesses, actually hold
a lot less
Bitcoin.
Censorship going on.
Right. A lot less censorship, a lot more good things going on, a lot more positivity. I like Twitter a lot better than I like our Bitcoin. And I like our Bitcoin a lot more than I like our BTC. Because your guys' problem isn't a moderation problem. It's a tragedy.
Much free speech problem?
I've done this a couple days now. You guys are 25% pro Bitcoin Cash for a subreddit called BTC. So you're mistitled the subreddit now. You need to change the name to be accurate. You falsely advertise on Reddit, and I click these links that are clickbaity links, and they don't take me to the article that's advertised. They just drop me in the main subreddit thread. And you have pseudonymous effective moderation through the fanboys that downvote things so far down that no one ever needs to moderate them out of vision because the fanboys do it for you. So
maybe that's the general opinion of the people that are participating there.
Yeah, but you can grow a garden of weeds, and then you can say, you know what? Like, we never have to protect our roses here because we don't have any. It's all weeds. And that's what RBTC is. I dare you today to go to RBTC and screenshot it and just categorize each post. Something like 7% is anti-Bitcoin core, 25% is Bitcoin Cash, 10% is BCC, another like 6% is BCH, and there's nothing about Bitcoin on the RBTC forum. There's nothing about, hey, this person adopts it. So there's nothing about, hey, how can I program this wallet? There's not a single good thing to be found in that place. Maybe it's because everyone that's been censored has moved there, and you guys don't have to force it to be evil through moderation. It's just emergently evil. But I'm telling you, it's bad.
So if you don't enjoy the conversation that's going on RBTC, then don't participate. It's that simple. Nobody's being forced to participate in that one. And I'm not very sympathetic to the criticism that allowing too much free speech is a bad thing.
But it's not free. There's a downvote button. And you just have the emergent.
But the posts don't disappear. The posts are still there.
If you know the percentage of people that hit page down on a website, you lose something like 50% plus every time you have to hit page down.
So I don't know about other people, but for myself personally, I love reading the posts that get the most, that have been collapsed because of the downvotes. Usually those are the ones that I always click to uncollapse it, and I think, oh wow, this person really did deserve the downvote a lot of times.
My mission isn't to like trash talk you. I actually have solutions to offer. If you believe censorship is bad because it starves people of the ability to make good decisions because they're starved of data, then it is important to, one, not moderate incorrectly, which apparently you already have covered. Congratulations. I like that. But two, you have to account for fanboyism and extremism and mob mentality. And you have to maintain the quality of your ecosystem by promoting things that are alternative points of view that kind of were anti the reason you started the whole thing in the beginning. Because for people to make good decisions, they need to see both sides. And on our Bitcoin, they don't see the big blocker side. And on our BTC, all they see is censorship, anti-core, and BCH. That's it. And that's not healthy.
I think those are incredibly important topics to the Bitcoin. So we have a group of people that have come into Bitcoin that have engaged in this giant censorship campaign to promote censorship-resistant currency. And I simply don't trust anybody that engages in censorship to maintain Bitcoin as a censorship-resistant network. And I think you and I both view decentralization as the tool to achieve censorship resistance. And with Bitcoin, the end goal is censorship resistance, and the decentralization is simply the tool to achieve that goal. And if this guy Thamos is going around on this big giant censorship campaign to promote what's supposed to be censorship resistant currency, I don't trust that guy as far as I can throw him. If he's willing to engage in censorship, He's not going to protect Bitcoin's censorship resistance.
The small amount of defense that I will give him is that if you want to read about